When to date is when you can commit yourself to be with one person. You cannot make that commitment, you should not do that. Hello, Yana. Thank you for inviting me to share my story, my experience about my decision, my big decision that marks adulthood in dating and marriage area. Yeah, just a disclaimer. I'm not an expert on it. I just experienced it first, maybe. Yeah. Um, so I read on some of the points. There are 5 points. The first one is why dating, when to date, how to date, and why get married, and the last one is marriage life. So all of these 5 points is covered by one key. The keyword is decision. First thing first, why do I date? Yeah, why dating? Dating is not to know more of your spouse, but it is more into preparation. It is a practice to make a decision before you make another decision. For example, the first decision you need to make is you decide to be with that person to prepare for your marriage, not to know not to know more about that person, because it's gonna be very cloudy, it's gonna be very fake, full of mask, full of cover. Yeah, so why dating? It is to prepare for marriage. The second one is when to date. It is very interesting question because there is no formula to say that when to date. When you can decide, you can commit yourself to be with one person. When you cannot make that commitment, you should not do that. Okay, yeah, of course there is another things, for example financial things, mentally, and etc. And how to date, yeah, how to date is just very tricky question. It's just, my answer is I don't know. You got it to find it yourself how to date, but there is a main line. How to date is you got to learn how to love the person the way that person want to be loved. Yeah, there's many aspects. There are, each person has different answer of it, but the thing is you need to sacrifice yourself to not be selfish and to love that person, and it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy, and you got to practice it until you die. Not only until you get married, but until the end of your life. So the fourth point, about marriage. Yeah, uh, marriage is much easier for me and for my wife. We realize that marriage is much easier than dating, because dating is very tough. It's just preparation and miscommunication. You are limited by time. If you need to argue with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you have a limited time. You can only maybe until night, and then continue your conversation using a phone, because you're not living in the same room. It's very hard, honestly. And for me, the marriage one is much easier. So why get married? I want it. Because we want it. We want to get ourselves into commitment. We want to love each other more. We want to try. We want to get into another step of relationship, not only physical but also mentally, and we want to have kids. We have that kind of things. We have that dreams, about family. But the main one is more into, we want to respect our commitment, respect our decision as an adult that we want to be together when we get dating at the first place. That's a very important thing. We get to respect our spouse by marriage, right? Because it's about commitment, and it's very important. Yeah? And I realized that love is not about feeling only, but it's about commitment. It's about decision. And the last one, marriage life, like I said, is beautiful. It's a lifelong process to be loved and to love each other. And later when you have kids, and there's gonna be another big decision that I need to make, that we as parents need to make, and it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it.